Hello, everyone. Welcome out to Ed Ronsick Field for today's presentation of the 2026 Missouri American Legion Baseball 19U State Championship Tournament. We are in Game 3 today, and we want to thank you for joining us here on Youth Baseball Midwest. Our goal here today is to be the most comprehensive youth and high school baseball coverage in the Midwest. And we want to thank you for joining us here. We hope you enjoy the broadcast. And hey, as always, from live broadcast to player stories and everything in between, we're here to showcase the players, teams, and moments shaping the future of the game. And today we've got a pretty good game for you. We've got Washington Post 218 taking on Oak Grove Post 379 in Game 3 of the pool play. We are got a nightcap at 8 p.m. as well. St. Jen will be taking on Post 150 will be taking on Sedalia Travelers. Post 642. We got, I think that'll be a great nightcap for us here. And we're looking forward to bringing it all to you. We're going to get started here with a quick preview of today's game that we have for you today. And starting with Oak Grove, Post 379. This squad, now, this is the tough thing here, folks. It's a little bit different than what we've seen so far. Oak Grove finished second in the zone with an 11-22 record. They're here in the state championship, and but make no mistake, they're here ready to play some baseball. And I believe that they're going to put together a quality opportunity here, taking on Washington. We've got a matchup. Our starting pitcher for today, Phoenix Zimmerman, young man headed to Missouri Valley College, NAIA school up there, along with Rocky Bricado will also be joining him at Missouri Valley. Two standout performers here for this Oak Grove Post 379. This team has been part of the state championships for the last few years. We first met them. They had a quality team. I know John Hall was the standout player for Oak Grove. And, oh, man. There's another young man, and I'm sorry the name escapes me, but they put together back-to-back championship runs and played some good baseball. Here they are trying to play spoiler here to Washington Post 218, and it'll be interesting to see what we get from them. Cameron Moore is part of that roster here today that we're going to see, hitting .344, slugging .478 on the season, along with a Spencer Chambers, who played only 18 games for them. And this is another thing. There's a couple of players here on the roster that haven't played a lot this year. I don't know if it was due to injury. I didn't get a chance to talk to the coach about that and see what that was all about. But Spencer Chambers, 56 plate appearances, 48 at-bats, a .438 batting average with a 1.060 OPS. That's slug and on base. So, man, you at 1,000, that's pretty impressive. So you've got an extra bat here that maybe they didn't have throughout the whole season. And another one, Jackson Ford, another young man that's only played in 10 games this year, 23 at bats. Another one hitting 522 with a 1343, a 1.343 OPS. So there's a couple of big bats in here that could really help this squad. And I think that's going to be an interesting challenge here for Washington's pitchers. You've got a gentleman by the name of Phoenix Zimmerman who will be starting today. And pitching staff wise, the ERA as a team for Oak Grove, it's a little rough, folks. 7.049 ERA as a team. And that to me is just where the difference is, and the whip at a 2.135 for this Oak Grove team. And again, when you start talking about runs allowed, as a team, they've allowed 251 total runs, 191 earned runs. But so you can see that this has been where their Achilles heel. It's not so much the offensive end, it is the defensive end with pitching. And it's going to be interesting to see how they can handle this Washington team, who we saw playing an outstanding baseball game against just a really good baseball team last night here in the opener. And so we'll just have to see how this plays out. You can see Oak Grove taking the infield and outfield. Washington's already finished theirs. We're going to be stepping aside here momentarily when we get to the point where they'll be doing the national anthem. Got some fun stuff coming here for you. Of course, Washington coming off the win last night. They had to hold down the fort a little bit last night. They weathered a little bit of a comeback against Eureka and was able to hold on to that lead and ultimately a 6-5 win. So today it's going to be interesting to see Andrew Elbert on the mound. And with pitching with Washington, you look at it as a team ERA of 2.75 with a team whip at 1.347. Whip is walks and hits per inning pitched. And you're just over, just slightly over one. That's pretty good. They have struck out 245 batters while only allowing 89 walks, 82 earned runs, and a total of 100 runs. Defensively, they're really solid. We saw Chase Wyrick playing some good ball. Lane Mellencrot looks like he'll move over to the shortstop position with Elbert on the mound. So you got a couple of defensive changes here. We'll see how that does against this Oak Grove team offensively or defensively for Washington. But another quality arm coming on the mound here in Andrew Elbert. And then we're going to see hitting wise, of course, as we talked about, I don't know if we got to the hitting part for them last night. As a team, this squad is hitting 332 as a team. I mean, that's pretty impressive for a squad when you're doing that. Your on-base percentage of 442, a slug of 442. As a team, OPS .884. It's pretty impressive for this squad. Quality up and down. We saw it last night in the ball game against a quality arm. This team was able to put the ball in play, keep the offensive pressure on Eureka all night long, and I think really made a difference overall in what happened in the ball game. And when you start chasing runs, it does put a little more pressure on you offensively, and Washington was up to the task. So that's a kind of a look at the first game. The second game, today will be featuring St. John and Sedalia, the Travelers from over in Sedalia. There you go. I think this one's going to be a fun one. Another interesting matchup here with two quality teams. St. John coming off the 2-1 loss last night. I mean, it was a barn burner. How are they going to respond? I think that's a huge factor here coming into this game tonight. Offensively, this team is really good, hitting 316 as a team. And you saw, if you were watching last night, folks, you saw this squad. They can swing the bats, and you got guys up and down this lineup. And we're talking about Evan Fowler, who, the catcher behind the plate. This kid was second team All State for Valley Catholic this past season. And you got the center fielder, Colby Basler, who was second team All State DH utility. And, for his squad. And these are two guys that are just quality players. And then up and down the lineup as a team, they hit very well. It'll be interesting to see who they bring back on the mound this second game. And as a team, they have a 3.118 ERA as a squad. The whip is up a little bit, I think. Probably, you'd always like to see that maybe a little bit lower at a 1.404. But 112 Ks, only 88 walks, allowed 79 earned runs and 97 runs. So we saw Cooper Tripp last night. He was very good on the mound. So it'll be interesting to see how this squad bounces back here in tonight's game against Sedalia. We're going to get to see our first time we're going to get to see Sedalia here tonight. And Sedalia's coming in. I'll tell you what, they're loaded with a ton of Smith Cotton kids. And Smith Cotton had a really good squad last night, led by the senior. He's heading off to play some ball, and that's Caden Whisker. I'm looking forward to seeing him play tonight. This team batted as a team average 384 on the season. Whoa. 384, folks, with an on-base percentage of 511. They had as a team. Now this is impressive. I think we're going to see the eye test. We're going to see how they do, but offensively, it's probably the best offensive team in the tournament here by the numbers. And that's all you can do is by the numbers. But their OPS, on-base percentage plus slug, is at 1.050. That's incredible as a team, folks. As a team. You don't see that much. So I think this is going to be very interesting for any pitcher. And tonight, that's a pretty tough offense that Sedalia is bringing to the table. 334 RBIs, 414 runs. They only struck out 146 times and walked 195 times. 11 home runs, 23 triples, and 84 doubles on this squad. It's pretty impressive offensive team, folks. And that's, that's not talking about the pitching yet. And we got some quality pitchers, quality arms on this staff. As a team, a 2.60 ERA. We had Sedalia as the number one team going into this here. And I'll tell you, man, this is it's pretty impressive what this is. 1.278 whip as a team. Sedalia on paper, and I'm hoping to see, we're going to see tonight the eye test, probably the best team right here in the tournament. And it's going to be very interesting to see how they do, how they pick up, and what goes from here. So I think we got a great one coming. It's five. We're going to get some national anthem here. We got some fireworks to go off here, so we got some pretty cool stuff coming up here for you today on this second day of the tournament. And we're looking forward to having you with us. So that's a little preview of what we have coming up here this evening. 2 games. And we're getting some thumbs up here, and we're getting ready to launch into some pregame ceremonies. So we're going to let our cameras roll. Stay tuned right here. We're going to step aside for a moment, and looks like hopefully everybody's going to get going here, and we'll step aside.
American Legion State Baseball Tournament. It's time we would like to introduce the players from both teams of the first contest tonight. The Oak Grove Post 379 versus Washington Post 218. First for Oak Grove, the non-starters, number 6, Phoenix Zimmerman. Number 27, Jared Hubbard. Number 33, Gage Lambert. And the starters, batting first, the center fielder, number 27, Mickey Seymour. Batting second, left fielder, number 3, Cameron Moore. Batting third, the shortstop, number 17, Rocco Bricado. Batting fourth, catcher, number 5, Spencer Chambers. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 5, Jackson Ford. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 8, Luke Schartz. Batting seventh, third baseman, number 32, Mason Clark. Batting eighth, the first baseman, number 18, Mason Busher. And batting ninth, the second baseman, number 1, Ethan Pedersen. Oak Grove is coached by Brock Hurtado. For Washington Post 218, non-starters, number 2, Caleb Haas. Number 5, J.B. Bowman. Number 8, Colton Warnicki. Number 13, Lucas Howell. Number 21, Mason Mowdy. Number 23, Quentin Novak. And number 27, Zach Voss. And your starters, batting first, number 3, center fielder, Nakai Scott. Batting second, shortstop, number 7, Lane Mallinckrodt. Batting third, pitching, number 15, Andrew Elbert. Batting fourth, number 22, first baseman, Ben Jelinas. Batting fifth, number 4, playing third base, Chase Leiter. Batting sixth, number 10, the left fielder, Brody O'Hanlon. Batting seventh, number 19, right fielder, Christian Jelinas. Batting eighth, number 17, the catcher, Drew Bueller. And batting ninth, shortstop, second baseman, wearing number 6, Ben Meter. Post 218 was managed by Ken Getzy. Players and coaches, if you'll remove your caps and please repeat after me for the pledge. I will keep the rules, keep faith with my teammates, keep my temper, keep myself fit, keep a stout heart in defeat, keep my pride under in victory, keep a sound soul, a clean mind, and a healthy body. Now for tonight's first pitch introduction, we would like to welcome someone who has historically been a part of the program, especially helping with the fish fries and the cooking. We unfortunately lost too soon earlier this year, Mo Longstone. Cindy Longstone, his wife, will be throwing out the first pitch this evening. Mo was someone who was always willing to help, selfless, and really enjoyed giving back to others. When we lost Mo earlier this year, we lost a big part of what helped making these fish fries and meat cooks possible. Godspeed, Mo. You will be forever remembered and truly missed. Cindy Longstone, the wife of Mo Longstone, will throw out the first pitch. Somebody get her a uniform. Thank you, Cindy. And Godspeed, Mo. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you're able. Gentlemen, please remove your caps for the singing of the national anthem by Toby Fisher. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran great, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the Thank you for that, Toby. One of the unique traditions you'll see throughout tonight's games is the excitement brought to you and is being brought to you by Far Out Fireworks. Be sure to keep your eyes on the sky as fireworks salute our national anthem and celebrate every home run hit during the tournament. Those unforgettable moments are made possible thanks to our longtime friends at B&G Septic, whose continued support of Washington Post 218 baseball has helped create lasting memories for our players and fans. Please join us in thanking both Far Out Fireworks and B&G Septic for helping make this tournament a truly special experience.
All right, I hope everybody enjoyed that. We're going to we'll get to the starting lineups here as soon as the officials are completed with their pregame meeting at the plate with the head coaches. Fun stuff watching the Rockets' red glare.
venue is one you will not want to miss. We'd like to extend a heartfelt thank you to Tracy Alferman, whose generosity and countless hours have helped feed our fans all weekend long with his outstanding pulled pork. And tonight only, be sure to enjoy our delicious fish dinner, freshly prepared and served right here at the ballpark. Tracy has been an incredible supporter of Washington Post 218 baseball, and we're grateful for everything he does to make this tournament such a success. We're also going to have a Post 218 pop-up bar this evening during the game.
All right, folks, here we go. Meeting's over at the plate. We're ready to play some baseball. Let's get to it. Oak Grove. Lineup for tonight. Leading off, number 7 will be Mickey Seymour. In the 2-hole, number 3, Carmen Moore. In the 3-hole, number 17, Rocco Bricado. In the 4-hole, number 5, Spencer Chambers. In the 5 spot, number 5, Jackson Ford. In the 6-hole, number 8, Luke Schartz. In the 7-hole, number 32, Mason Clark. In the 8-hole, number 18, Mason Busher. And in the 9-hole, number 1, Ethan Peterson. Defensively, for the Washington squad, as we said, on the bump for this Washington squad, we have Andrew Elbert, his battery mate, Drew Bueller. At first base, Ben Jelinas. At second base will be Ben Nieder. At third base, Chase Wyrick. At shortstop, Lane Malincrot. In center field, Nakai Scott. He is flanked in left field by Brody O'Hanlon and in right field by Christian Jelinas. Ready to go here. Appreciate you being with us this afternoon, early evening. Mickey Seymour hitting .305 on the season. He's getting on base at a huge clip, so the walks are there. It's a .506 on base percentage, and he swings and fouls the first pitch straight back for strike one. And that misses upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. One and two. Elbert just smooth delivery. Very deliberate. Strike 3. As Seymour goes down looking for out number 1, brings up Carmen Moore. 344 on the season. Slug 478. So he's got some pop in that bat. Right over his noodle and off the top of the glove of Bueller. Fastball, soft liner, right to Malincrot for out number 2. Now Bricado to the plate. Bricado 392 on the season, an on base of 520. And that big chopper, and he is out. So a 1-2-3 for Washington. We head to the bottom of the first. Oak Grove 0, Washington coming up.
American Legion Baseball Tournament, proudly hosted by Washington Post 218. Before we get too far into tonight's action, we'd like to recognize the incredible sponsors who have made this tournament possible. Events like this simply don't happen without the support of our local businesses, organizations, and community partners. Throughout the evening, you'll hear about many of them. We encourage you to support the businesses that support local 218 baseball.
All right, folks, tonight's game presented to you by Kilo Gear. Build strength in every move. There's a QR code on the screen there. The next evolution in micro-weighted training, doctor-designed apparel that helps you build strength, burn more calories, and boost performance just by wearing it. Use the promo code YBM10, get 10% off your purchase. Get started today. All right. We got the starting lineups here for Washington. Leading off, number 3, Nakai Scott in the 2 spot. Number 7, Lane Malincrot. Hitting 3rd, number 15, Andrew Elbert. Hitting 4th, number 22, Ben Jelinas. In the 5 spot, number 4, Chase Wyrick. In the 6 spot, number 10, Brody O'Hanlon. In the 7 hole, number 19, Christian Jelinas. In the 8 hole, number 17, Drew Bueller. And hitting 9th, number 6, Ben Nieder. Defensively, for this Oak Grove squad, on the bump will be Phoenix Zimmerman, number 6, and his battery mate Spencer Chambers. At first base, Mason Busher. At second base, Ethan Peterson. At third base, Mason Clark. And at shortstop will be Rocco Bricado. Center field, Mickey Seymour, and he is flanked in left field by Cameron Moore and in right by Luke Sharts. Scott got off the schneid last night finally. Had a base hit. He takes strike 1 here. He's quickly down 0-2. One ball, 2 strikes to Scott. So he's worked to back even. Zimmerman, big tall guy. Fastball misses upstairs. Counts full, 3-2. That's what you want. I mean, you got a leadoff hitter. Oh, swings right through the fastball, and he's down on strikes. Good pitch from Zimmerman. Competitive fastball up in the zone. Scott couldn't catch up to it, and brings up Lane Malincrot. And a big chopper, Bricado, out number 2. So goes full, and on the first pitch, Malincrot grounds out to the shortstop, his counterpart there, and brings up Andrew Elbert. So pitcher against pitcher here. And Zimmerman looking to go 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the first. And looks like, oh boy, did you see that? Off the end of the bat, when that hit the ground, I mean, it took an immediate, I think that's right turn if it's the second baseman. To me, it was a left turn and just shot away from him. That's a tough one right there, boy. But learning how you see that come off the bat, learning how to read spin, that was wild. All right, Ben Jelinas to the plate. He jacked one last night, and it was foul. Fastball upstairs, Jelinas chases. I mean, he hit it into the trees, but Just foul. One ball, one strike to Jelinas. So the screwy ground ball has a runner on, and it's one ball, one strike to Jelinas. Zimmerman having to work from the stretch here. Popped up, and that is out of play. Ooh, that's right there with the cars, man. 1-2. It's over in the jungle, I think, at this point. And that's outside 2-2. Runner goes, and that is Pop Fallon. Going to be out of play. We'll do it again. It's outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner goes, and that is through the hole. And Coach Getzy a little bit disappointed that the courtesy runner for the pitcher, that is number 5 out there. That is Jeremiah Bowman. Did not get to third on that. I think he should have. He's at second. Chase Wyrick to the plate. So back-to-back singles, and it is a strike. Off speed, 0-2. Had it Wyrick way out in front on that. 2 strikes. Popped up on the infield. Bricado to it. Catch is made. And they strand the 2 singles. We head to the top of the second. No score.
Tonight we'd like to thank MITS Foundation, serving our region and building residential and commercial concrete foundations. Their commitment to building strong foundations extends well beyond construction. They're helping build opportunities for our young athletes. Thank you, MITS Foundations, for supporting Washington Post 218 baseball. Once again, we'd like to remind everyone, please support the...
Folks, today's broadcast brought to you here by Kilo Gear. What if your training worked even when you weren't thinking about it? Kilo Gear's micro-weighted apparel adds resistance to your everyday movement, helping you train smarter and perform better without the extra effort. QR code is up on the screen there. I wear my Kilo Gear on a daily basis. It works for me. Check it out for yourself. Go read more about it. Use the QR code once you're there and you're shopping. You got it all in your cart. Use the promo code YBM10. It gets you 10% off your purchase. All right, Elbert back out onto the mound. And he's going to be facing Spencer Chambers, Jackson Ford, and Luke Schartz here in the top of the second inning.
Leading off the top of the second inning for Oak Grove, number 5, Spencer Chambers.
Fastball, right down the pipe, strike one. Off speed, misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's a big cut from Chambers. As we talked about, this young man hit .438 on the season. And grounds that one to the second baseman. Nieder up with it, and that's 1 out. Jackson Ford, the DH today, coming to the plate.
Number 5, Jackson Ford.
Fastball by him, strike one. Can't catch up upstairs, and it's quickly 0-2 to Ford. Three straight fastballs. Ford is down. Second out, Luke Sharts to the plate.
Number 8, Luke Sharts.
Fouled out of play. Strike one. One ball, 1 strike. One and two. Elbert working quick here. Looking for another 1-2-3. And gets it. 2 strikeouts. We head to bottom of the second. Still no score.
Speaking of the concession stand, you visit the concession stand, you will notice that the famous Blues Hog and Mormon Ridge Farm sauces are available for use. Its award-winning barbecue flavor pairs well with everything. Their rubs and sauces are used on the pulled pork that you will be enjoying this weekend.
All right, folks. Our Game 7 player of the game, player spotlight, Phoenix Zimmerman, will be going to talk a little bit about this young man. Phoenix Zimmerman, starting pitcher today, heading to Missouri Valley as a pitcher.
Off the bottom of the second inning for Washington Post 218, number 10, Brody O'Hanlon.
That is popped up and is going to be caught as Zimmerman comes over and helps out his catcher as O'Hanlon pops out to the pitcher in foul territory for out number one. Zimmerman, the pitcher here, our player spotlight, subject of our player spotlight. Let's see. There he is, 21 and 2/3 innings. As he misses there, I'll tell you, it's tough for him. A 9.36 ERA. As that ball is hammered but foul by Christian Jelinas, who is at the plate, younger brother of Ben Jelinas. He's walked 25, struck out 24, 29 earned runs in his 21 innings, 21 and 2/3. A 2.769. He's looked better than this. So, sometimes you're having some bad outings. And here, Jelinas flies out to center field for out number two. Drew Bueller to the plate. Bueller did a fantastic job last night behind the plate. Also at the plate, swinging the bat. 2 hits last night. Takes ball one. Popped up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, and I missed it. He made the catch. There you go. So 2 pop fouls, and Oak Grove has a 1-2-3. We head to the top of the third. Still no score.
Whether it's a mysterious dashboard light, strange noise, or routine maintenance that gets you back on the road with expert service, and maybe just a little good-natured humor along the way.
Tonight's Player Spotlight presented by Game 7 Baseball, where the Midwest comes to compete. Tonight's Player Spotlights are presented by Game 7 Baseball because they are one of the best one of the best tournament platforms where players compete to make their mark. That's why YBM partners with Game 7. We've seen some incredible moments at Game 7 events, and hey, these performances don't go unnoticed. So we appreciate our partnership with Game 7 Baseball. QR code. It's fall ball, folks. It is fall ball. Let's get her done. Little extra at bat here and there. Never hurts anybody, right? There you go. That's what I'm talking about. So our player spotlight, our pitching player spotlight, presented by Game 7 Baseball, is Mr. Andrew Elbert. 20 and 2/3 innings on the season. Young man has a 1.69 ERA with a 1.161 whip. Only giving up 5 runs total, and those all of them are earned. 9 walks, 21 Ks, and he's just been nails, and we've seen it so far here. He's faced the minimum, and as I say that, he gives up a single back up the middle to the number 7 hitter, Mason Clark, on the first pitch. And we'll bring up Mason Busher. Then we'll follow that up with Ethan Peterson and back to the top of the order. I would imagine Elbert is looking for his double play ball. And that's upstairs. Ball 1 to Busher. And that is into the backstop. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, I'm sitting. I don't have a clear vantage point to all the way back to the wall back there, so I didn't see that he caught it. That's a heck of a play by the catcher. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Busher. Quick throw. He's back in time. And that's upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. In the air to left. O'Hanlon makes the catch. That's out number 1. Ethan Peterson to the plate. Peterson struggling at the plate this season. Be interesting to see what this 9-hitter if Coach decides to try and use the sack bunt. But they've got Wyrick right there. And he swings through it. Strike 1. Throw over. And he's got him picked. Good move by Elbert. And the pick move for out number 2. So he erases the single. And now he's got Peterson, the number 9 hitter. Thing that made that work really well is a great throw. He put that throw right on the shoulder of the runner diving back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Jelinas just had to apply the tag. Two balls, 2 strikes to Peterson. It's outside. 3-2. And he swings through it. Face the minimum through 3. We head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Still no score.
Tonight, we'd like to thank Metz Foundation, serving our region with quality residential and commercial concrete foundations. Their commitment to building strong foundations extends well beyond construction. They're helping build opportunities for our young athletes. Thank you, Metz Foundations, for supporting Washington Post 218 baseball.
Folks, Prime Sports Midwest is your favorite destination for all things baseball. It sure is our favorite destination and the official gear provider of Youth Baseball Midwest. Look, if you need some expert advice, if you need to look at the top gear, they help players get game ready. Make sure you check out Prime Sports. Right there, the QR code if you want to shop now, or you can go to 2 locations in the metro area, 1550 Ocello Drive in Fenton, or the St. Louis Premium Outlets. There it is. It is a mall. It's an outdoor mall. in Chesterfield, Missouri. Scan the QR code, shop today. Hey, either way, it's the place you need to be. All right, here we go. Ben Nieder, the 9-hitter, here in the third. Zimmerman's been pretty good here. He gave up the back-to-back singles in the first, then got a 1-2-3 in the second. He's got Ben Nieder here in the third, and he's been pitching pretty well. Nieder squares to bunt, pulls back, and it's strike one. One ball, one strike. Nieder hit .298 on the season with a .425 on base percentage. Not a big power guy, but gets on base. .425 on base percentage. That's a nice job by Nieder. And back up the middle, a leadoff single as they turn the lineup over here. Nakai Scott coming up to the plate. Lane Malincrot behind him. So let's see what Zimmerman can do here. Second time through the order. Throw over. Nieder's back in time. Tell you what, we've had the rain throughout the area. I mean, just kind of scattered all over the place. Runner goes. The throw is. Oh, he missed the tag. That was a heck of a good throw from Chambers. I mean, he put it there and missed the tag, and Nieder has a stolen base. One ball, one strike to Nakai Scott. Pops it up on the infield. Peterson with the catch for out number one. Big out there for Zimmerman. Brings up Lane Malincrot. One of our top performers for this Washington squad last night. Young man had 3 hits. Looking for his first hit tonight with a runner in scoring position to get Washington on the board. Catches a corner, strike one. Elbert on deck. Wheel play, and he's back in time. Nice job by the catcher there. Ball one. Chambers making sure that ball didn't get past him with the runner at second. One out, he gets to third. And you're a wild pitch away from a deficit, and he misses low. So he's behind 2-1 to Malincrot. High leverage pitches with the runner at second. Changes the dynamics of things. Tries the wheel throw again, and Nieder's back in time. And that is past a diving Bricado. Coach Getzey throws up the stop sign. I don't blame him. That ball kind of died in the grass right there. So you got it's just one out. So Malincrot with the single. Runners at the corner with one out, and Andrew Elbert, who singled and was stranded at second in the first, has now got a chance to help his own cause, give himself the lead with Ben Jelinas on deck, and that is low for ball one. Elbert on the season hitting .375 with an OPS of 1.131, a 635 slug. He's got pretty good. Oh, that was coming right back to me. Hit right there on the concrete. Man, it could have come through that hole right there. Hit me in the head. But it didn't. That's a bonus. Two balls and a strike to Elbert. Elbert with 10 doubles, 6 triples, and a home run. 15 ribbies and 26 runs scored, 15 walks. He struck out 20 times. So he is susceptible to that. 2-2. But boy, that's some slug, folks. 17 extra base hits. 6 of them triples. So it shows you the speed he has as well. Good take from Elbert. Counts full. I would imagine Malincrot will be extricating himself from first base there. He does not go, and that's fouled back. Doesn't run, so Coach Getzey, we'll see if he sends him this time. Nope. And that's a little flare and is going to drop for a single. That was a heck of an effort by the first baseman, Busher. He dove trying to get that and just out of his reach. And Elbert does have the RBI single and the RBI. Well, I said that. RBI single. Nieder scores. First and second, one out. Ben Jelinas at the plate. Fouls off the first pitch on the off speed. Has him way out front. Getting some baseballs back into play there. Off the hands. 2 second, he drops the ball. Had the runner right in front of him. Coach Getzey just kind of walked away there. The third baseman, instead, with taking that easy out right in front of him, goes to second to try and turn the double play. Had that there, but second baseman drops it, and everybody's safe. And Wyrick on the first pitch pops out to shallow center field for out number 2. Oh, my goodness. So 2 outs, bases juiced Brody O'Hanlon to the plate. He had a pretty good evening last night. Back here again in a similar spot, and that's ball one. You could see, man, he was reaching for it on his tippy toes. That ball was outside. Two and 0, 1-0, Washington. In the dirt, 3-0. Zimmerman, after getting the pop out from Wyrick, he's put himself in a 3-0 hole here. And a 4-pitch walk for O'Hanlon brings in the second run, and the bases are still loaded. That is what we call an RBI walk, folks. So Christian Jelinas getting a little conversation from Coach Getzy as Chambers out to talk with Zimmerman. So everybody trying to coach up a little bit here. Jelinas swinging at the first pitch. Just got a piece of it and fouls it off. Zimmerman back to the windup. It's quickly 0-2. Got the St. Jen post 150. A couple of young men getting some early BP behind us here. And Jelinas with the infield single is that ball again. Two big hops. And Clark has to wait for it. RBI infield single. As Bowman scores, running for the pitcher. Base is still loaded. Now it's a 3-0 Washington. Just putting the ball in play, and Drew Bueller at the plate with 2 outs. 1 ball, 1 strike. This is low. Washington, whenever you watch Washington play, folks, it's like death of 1,000 cuts. They just put a lot of pressure on you. They put the ball in play. They don't make a lot of mistakes. Fouled off. Pretty fundamentally sound team, and they just continue to work hard. Oh, good off speed. Bueller can't catch up. Third out, goes down, but not before Washington gets 3 and takes the lead as we head to the top of the 4th inning. We sincerely appreciate everything the Fulton and Family Trust does for our community. Once again, I'd like to remind everyone about the concession stand available. Some fish. Our pop-up bar is ready as well. I will tell you what, folks, the fish fry and the food they got going over there, my goodness, it do smell good. Today's broadcast is presented by Kilo Gear, built with doctor-designed customizable micro weights that allow you to adjust resistance and train your way. It's a proven system designed to enhance performance while helping protect your joints. And as athletes, as young athletes, I think that's a huge part If you click on the QR code, there is some great performance metrics there that explain that. You can get on there, go read it. If you got an athlete that needs to get that extra training, Kilo Gear is a great way to go, folks, for young athletes especially. All the information is there. Just click on the QR code, go read about it. While you're there, there's some great opportunities to shop. If you go ahead and get that Kilo Gear, you can use the promo code YBM10, and it gives you 10% off of your purchase. All right, here we go. So back to the top of our second time through is Elbert here with the leadoff, Mickey Seymour.
Leading off for road post 379, Mickey Seymour.
Let's get out in front of one.
Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike to Seymour. The hitters so far, especially on that fastball, they've been behind. They haven't been able to catch up with his fastball.
Stay aggressive here.
2 balls and a strike as Elbert misses up and away. Two and two. Bueller doing a good job receiving back there. A little flare into shallow left. O'Hanlon is there for out number 1. Cameron Moore to the plate. Trying to get this group going here. He lined out to the shortstop, his first at bat. Grounded to the off the glove of Wyrick. And Moore is on the air by the third baseman and brings up Rocco Bricado, the subject of our player spotlight presented by Game 7 Baseball. Bricado doing some damage here, heading to Missouri Valley College. That's up in AI program, good quality program. Coach Mike D'Amelia, former Blair Oaks head coach, is there at Missouri Valley now, working that program. Former state championship there with the Blair Oaks Falcons, as they won it again last year, Class 3. Bricado hitting .392, 520 on base percentage, a 1.102 OPS. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bricado, 19 ribbies on the season, 3 doubles, 6 triples. 22 runs scored. Works the count, 2-2. Runner at first. Big spot here. And the runner goes. Oh, they got him. And just left a bit too early, and Elbert steps off. And that's 1-6 if you're scoring at home. So the error is erased, as was the hit earlier. Couple of pickoffs. And Bricado at the plate with strike 3. And again, the minimum here in the fourth, we head to the bottom of the fourth inning, 3-0 Washington.
In Sports Rec Center on 3101 Recreation Drive. And inside of In Sports Rec Center is a new hobby shop called a Boys Dream Hobby Shop 2. You can get all your baseball, basketball, football cards on all your trading card product needs at a Boys Dream Hobby Shop 2 located at 3101 Recreation Drive inside of In Sports Rec Center. Mention that you're with the State Legion Baseball Tournament this weekend and get 10% off all product that is non-card based.
Player Spotlight presented by Game 7 Baseball, one of the Midwest's premier tournament platforms where players compete and make their mark. We've seen some incredible moments at Game 7 events, and with YBM coverage, those performances don't go unnoticed. Scan the QR code. It takes you to the website. Check out some fall tournaments if you're up for that. I know they'll be coming up. They got a few left going on still here. I know this weekend there's a tournament with Game 7 Baseball. Learn more about Game 7 Baseball. Game7baseball.com. So used to saying that. Okay, Ben Nieder, as they had batted around, he's back up here leading off the fourth.
Number 6, Ben Nieder.
Zimmerman has pitched pretty well. He's back now the third. This is going to be the third time through at the top. Throws the curveball, strike one. Second at bat for Nieder. He singled and scored the first run of the game. Fastball misses low, 1-1. Two and one. Nieder up big, 3-1. And the walk. So it's the second time that Nieder has started the inning by getting on base, this time with a walk. Brings up Nakai Scott, who is 0 for 2. Struck out, popped up to the second baseman in the third with Malincrot on deck. Oh, that's when you square the bunt, that's sometimes where it goes, up and in, and it's fouled off for strike one. That's a tough one right there. Blues check and make sure he's got all his marbles there. Looked like it just went off the bat. Throw over. He's back in easily. Got the wiffle ball brigade over on the, and that bunt is down. Oh, and the catch is made. Boy, I got blocked out all that, and it looked like Chambers threw that right by on the right side of Scott, and Blue was making sure he's talking to him about where he runs in the base path there. So got to run in that box there. So Scott gets the job done with the sack bunt for out number one. Nieder's at second, and Malincrot to the plate again. Off the hands, jammed him. A little pop out to the first baseman, and that's out number two. Brings up Elbert, who is 2 for 2, driven in a run, and has scored a run. And pitching a dandy of a ball game. So this young man is helping himself in more ways than one. Ball one. Two balls, no strikes. Three and 0. Four-pitch walk to Elbert. And I'll tell you, Mr. Jelinas is a guy that can hit this ball out of the ballpark, folks. So this is interesting here, that four-pitch walk. Elbert's got good pop, too. I mean, that's the thing. You got these guys here, 3, 4, 5. All three of them have good juice in their bat. So you start walking, folks, you put yourself in danger with these bats. Oh, and Jelinas, that is a big old daddy hack right there, folks. My goodness. One ball, one strike. Jelinas has hit. Oh, that's past the catcher. 2 balls and a strike. He gets to it, and everybody moves up 90 feet. Jelinas has hit 364 on the season, and the slug is there, 545. Jelinas with 7 doubles, 2 triples, a home run, 29 ribbies. Big spot here for Zimmerman to keep this game. And that Wyrick kind of dodging bats as that ball hits Jelinas. So the hit by pitch has the bases loaded. You got Bowman running for Elbert. And Wyrick smacks the first pitch into center field. And 2 runs are going to score, and it's 5-0 Washington. Wyrick, right off the gets the fastball, and boom, Jelinas to third. And Brody O'Hanlon to the plate. Way out front, and that's out of play. Strike one. So first and third, still 2 out. 2 more runs in. O'Hanlon right over the top there. No balls, 2 strikes. Fastball stays up. When he throws that, I mean, it's a slow change. Fastball right to the shortstop. Mercado bobbles it, and he's safe. That extra bobble, and O'Hanlon has got good speed, and he beats it out. Six nothing. First and second, Christian Jelinas, who singled. And drove in a run. It is strike one. And he's down 0-2. O'Hanlon at first, Wyrick at second. And the Ephus hits Jelinas. And the bases are now loaded. And Drew Bueller, the catcher, coming up. Chambers out to chat it up with his pitcher, Zimmerman. And it's 6-0. 2 outs. That's ball one. Two and 0. And Nieder is on deck, who started all this for the second time. And that is foul. 2 balls and a strike. And that is popped up into shallow right, and it drops. That's unfortunate for Zimmerman. That is unfortunate for Zimmerman. And Bueller's at first. He's going to get a courtesy runner, which is going to be number 27, Zach Moss. Pitcher from last night. Going to be running for the catcher. Jelinas is at third. Bueller's at first with a couple of ribbies. It is 8-0, and we've got a new pitcher. That looks like Jackson Ford on the mound. Trying to make out the name. I believe it's number 5, Jackson Ford. Zimmerman's night's done. Unfortunate, a couple of defensive plays that didn't get made, and I think would have helped him a lot. And didn't end up happening, and floodgates are open here in the fourth. And then now we're back to Nieder here in the fourth for the second time. And that's the old debate, right? When does it bat around? Is it before? Is it like Drew Bueller, they've batted around? I think that's what it is. Or when you actually have the guy come up that started all for the second. That's the debate. What is batting around? I think if you just go through the whole lineup, you've batted around. If you start over again, you know, it's beyond batting around. It's just one man's thought. And it is ball one to Nieder. He's up around his melon. It's the old Top Gun pitch. Buzzing the tower. And that's a ball. 2-0. Gets the strike there. 2 balls and a strike to Nieder. That is flown into left center, and the catch is made. So Nieder flies out to the center fielder for out number 3, but not before they get 5 more. We head to the top of the 5th with the score 8-0 Washington. Thank you for watching today on Youth Baseball Midwest. Our goal is to be the most comprehensive youth baseball coverage in the Midwest. It's a place where from live broadcast, player stories, and everything in between, we're here to showcase the players, teams, and moments shaping the future. Looks like we're going to get a few of those here as we have a new pitcher on the mound, and that is Nakai Scott. Folks, if you like what you're seeing here on Youth Baseball Midwest as we get ready to talk about Mr. Scott, please take a moment, subscribe. Helps us with our algorithm, helps everything. If you want to know and get some updates when more live broadcasts or podcasts come out, hit the dinger. That's what we do around here. We hit dingers. That'll get you notifications for everything coming up here on Youth Baseball Midwest. Appreciate you being here. So Nakai Scott taking over for Andrew Elbert here in the top of the 5th inning. And it is ball 1 to Spencer Chambers, the catcher. One ball, one strike, and then we're going to see Jackson Ford, who is the DH, and he went out to the mound, and that's fouled off and back to the backstop there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nakai Scott pitching. He's thrown 11 innings for the squad. Got a 1-1 record, and that is into center field for a leadoff single for Spencer Chambers. Scott, 7 runs, 7 earned, 6 walks, 9 Ks, a 4.45 ERA. And he gives up the leadoff single. And Jackson Ford at the plate takes strike 1. Courtesy runner for the catcher. That's in the dirt. Bueller throws down, but he's back in time. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's hard to catch the number, and I didn't hear who the public address announcer said was courtesy running over there. Bouncing around like his feet are hot. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner goes. Bueller bobbles, and by the time he got it, there's no chance. And it's a stolen base. Just bobbled it on the exchange. He's got a good arm, too, folks. One and two. Strike 3. Ford goes down looking for out number 1, Luke Schartz to the plate.
Number 8, Luke Schartz.
Elbert moves back over to short, and Malincrot is now at second base. As looks like that is grounded in the hole, and Coach wisely stops the runner as O'Hanlon gets to that quickly. Jelinas is in center field, taking over for Scott, and Nieder moves back to right field where he was last night. So Schartz with the single, and we have first and third with one out, and Oak Grove put together some offense here against Scott. Brings up Mason Clark, who singled and was picked off in the third. And that is ball 1 to Clark. And he's out. With a jump, that didn't matter, man. Bueller popped and got that ball, and he threw a strike. That's a great tag by Malincrot, hanging in there as the runner was barreling down on him. That's out number 2. So Mason Clark now, that's 3 balls and a strike. And that is ball 4. So we're back to the runners at the corners with Mason Busher coming up. Flew out to left field his first at bat. Scott trying to erase or strand these runners on the base paths here. Chambers with the single. Schartz, singled, but he was eliminated trying to advance on the wild pitch. And that is a line drive and down as O'Hanlon slips and falls, and an RBI single for Mason Busher to get Oak Grove on the board. Bottom of the order doing some damage here as Ethan Peterson comes to the plate. We talked about this a little bit in the pregame. They've swung the bat very well through the season, folks. It's been the pitching and some defense, and we've seen that a little bit tonight. That's been kind of the bugaboo for Oak Grove. Little spittage coming down, a little sprinkle. One ball, one strike to the 9-hitter, Ethan Peterson, who struck out his first at bat. Just a bit low. 2-1. At the knees, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Count goes full. Bases are now loaded as we head back to the top of the order, and Coach Getzy is going to trot out to talk with his pitcher. While we do that, tomorrow, folks, right here on the channel, more baseball. We got second game tonight. Should be a good one. St. Jen taking on Sedalia. Both teams here, the Travelers. St. Jen post 150. Looking forward to that one. Should be a heck of a ball game here for you.
Hey, Mickey, let's turn out one here.
Tomorrow, post 379 will be facing off against Eureka. And that's fouled out of play. Strike. Mickey Seymour to the plate. Sedalia will also be playing tomorrow.
Good eye. All right, trigger step early. Be ready every time.
Taking on Jeff City.
Let's find a hole.
And that will conclude the pool play. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Seymour here. Top of the order. Scott trying to leave the bases loaded here. That is a foul ball.
Let's go, Mick.
A lot of great baseball still up. Then tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m., starting 3 p.m., semifinal number 1. We'll have semifinal number 2. And then Sunday at 1 p.m., championship game. And that is strike 3. Seymour looking and leaves the bases stranded. Oak Grove gets 1. We head to the bottom of the 5th with the score 8-1 Washington.
Heritage Community Bank continues to invest in the communities they call home, and we're grateful for their support of American Legion Baseball. When it's time to get your next project started, think Fallman Earthworks. Their dependable excavation and site development services help build strong projects and even stronger communities. Thanks for helping build the future.
Today's broadcast, folks, brought to you by Kilo Gear, the next evolution in micro-weighted training. Doctor-designed apparel that helps you build strength, burn more calories, and boost performance just by wearing it. Look, it's a proven system designed to enhance performance while protecting your joints. Great for your young athlete. QR code is right here on the screen. If you're here, take a moment, shoot it. Just go read about it. There are proven performance gains. It's third-party tested. You can check that out in weight or in increasing power, increasing durability, increasing speed, all of those things. The information is there. Go find out for yourself. Click on the QR code. Take a moment and read up on the Kilo Gear. You got a young athlete getting ready to take it into the off season. This is the training system for you. Kilo Gear. While you're there, once you get everything in place, you can use the promo code YBM10 to get you 10% off your first purchase. All right. We're back to the top of the order as Ben Nieder flew out to end the 4th. And Nakai Scott, who is 0 for 2 with a sacked bunt, will be leading off the 5th, followed by number 5. We going to have a pinch hitter. Jeremiah Bowman. Coach Getsy's going to get him an at-bat. Oh, they making a defensive position change, 27 for 18. Usually that's upstairs, ball one. 3 runs here, folks, will end this ball game. We're at the 5th inning. There's a 10-run mercy rule here with American Legion Baseball. And that gets to the backstop, 2-1. Three balls and a strike to Scott. Three and two. Fouled back. And that is ball four. So Bowman, who's been the courtesy runner for the catcher, is now going to hit for Lane Malincrot. So number 27, Mason Maughan. Oh, no, excuse me, Zach Voss. Zach Voss, courtesy runner for the pitcher, will be heading out. Just looking at the wrong number. So let's see what Bowman's got here. His first at bat. And Voss is picked way off. And Blue punches him. So Bowman awkward swing at the top of the zone, strike one. It's 0-2. So the hit by pitch. And Bowman is on. Andrew Elbert to the plate. On deck will be number 21 hitting for Jelinas. That is Mason Maughan. Ball one to Elbert. Chambers upset with himself as that ball gets away from him. So on the pass ball, Bowman moves up to second base. He's still kind of working out that shoulder shot on the hit by pitch. Didn't slow him down on the base pads, though. He's right there at second base. Three balls, no strikes to Elbert. And that's a walk.
Now batting number 21, Mason Maui.
So I guess I heard that correctly from the public address announcer. That is Monty. And that is to the third baseman. He steps on the bag, throws over, and a double play. That ends the inning. Five unassisted, 5-3. We head to the top of the sixth, 8-1 Washington.
Systems and Alfred Air. With more than 120 years of combined experience, they're known for honest service, expert workmanship, and a commitment to taking care of their customers and our community. When tonight's game comes to an end, the fun is just getting started. Head over behind the grandstands to our post-2-week take pop-up bar, where you'll find specialty cocktails, ice-cold beverages, and our crowd favorite boozy raid toss. Then stick around for live music between games and following our 8 p.m. matchup. It's a great opportunity to relax with friends, enjoy a summer evening, and continue
Hello.
post-218 baseball. Every purchase helps us continue providing opportunities for these outstanding young men of all.
Folks, we've got a close, well, it's not a close one, but we got Game 7 baseball. Our player spotlights. Got another one here, and we will get to that as we move through this inning and into the next one. We got one more with the second hitter in the lineup for Washington. If we might get there, but hey, we're right here. Game 7 baseball. Our player spotlights presented today from our good friends over as they are the Midwest's premier tournament platform. A little slip twice. Oh, nice play by Scott, as that is Monty over there at first base. Slipped trying to go there, slipped when he did it, slipped on the throw, and Nakai Scott grabs the ball and steps on the bag. That's some crazy stuff going on there, folks. So, nonetheless, it's 3-1 for out number one. A little PFP there. Strike one. One hopper right to Elbert. So Monty drifts back into, he didn't reach out. He drifted back into the baseline. And, boy, I'm glad that wasn't any worse. As a first baseman, you got to make sure there's the path. Spencer Chambers takes strike one. No harm, no foul. And that's a base hit on the curveball. Chambers is 2 for 2. Scored the only run. So Jackson Ford, the DA, or the pitcher at this point, is at the plate. Ball one. One ball, one strike, 2 forward. 8-1 ball game. Next one coming up, Sedalia, the Travelers from post 642, taking on St. Genevieve from post 150. 2 balls and a strike. Should be a fun game. 2 quality teams. At the knees, 2-2. Had him messed up on the off speed there. Just got the barrel on it and fouled it off into his dugout over there. Fastball. Jackson down on strikes. Strands the runner. We head to the bottom of the 6th. 8-1 Washington.
Keeping homes and businesses comfortable throughout the year is Temperature Control Systems and Alpha Air. With more than 120 years of combined experience, they're known for honest service, expert workmanship, and a commitment to taking care of their customers and our community. As you enjoy tonight's games, take a look around Ronsick Field. You'll see more than 75 local businesses proudly displayed on an outfield fence and around the barricade fencing throughout the ballpark. Those businesses chose to invest in our players, our program, and this championship tournament. We encourage everyone to remember them the next time you need a product or service. Because supporting the businesses.
Folks, keeping our scoreboard busy here today is our good friends over at Prime Sports Midwest, your favorite destination for all things baseball, the official gear provider of Youth Baseball Midwest. From top gear to expert advice, they help players get game ready. And not just get game ready, but they get them ready with the right gear. Check it out. QR codes right there if you want to shop right now. You know, if you're looking for a bat, a glove, some uniforms even, some whatever you need gear-wise, they've got. 2 locations in the metro area, 1550 Ocello Drive in Fenton, and in the St. Louis Premium Outlets in Chesterfield, Missouri. Go check them out. They got the batting cages. You can demo bats there in Fenton, not in Chesterfield, but in Fenton. Got the demo cage. It's there for you. Prime Sports Midwest. All right, Chase Wyrick. Is leading off and the subject of our player spotlight from Game 7 baseball. Wyrick, and that ball is high. Ball 1. Wyrick from Owensville High School. He was a Class 4 All-State Honorable Mention pitcher. One ball, one strike. So you can see they've got plenty of pitching left here with Washington. This guy was an all-state pitcher. Honorable mention, but still. Class 4, there was a lot of good pitching in Class 4 as he pops this one up, and that is out number 1. Brody O'Hanlon to the plate. Bottom of the 6th. Ford still on the mound.
Number 10, Brody O'Hanlon.
Wyrick hit .333 on the season, but pitching as well. I mean, the young man had 45 innings pitched, 1.08 ERA for this Washington squad with a 1.156 whip. You can tell why he's an all-state pitcher, folks. 2 balls, no strikes to O'Hanlon. He had 49 Ks and only walked 13, so you're sitting right there. Coach Getsy's got plenty of ammunition still left in the tank here. Three balls, one strike to O'Hanlon. Watch your lips over there. Woo, right into the dugout. 3-2. That's ball 4. That, as Lauren would say, that was so outside or inside, it was outside. Christian Jelinas, single hit by pitch. He's got an RBI. Ford taking a look. Fouled straight back. Oh, and 2 to Jelinas. Ford's pitched pretty well since coming into the ball game here after they got to the 8 runs. He's come in and settled right in and done a nice job. Strike 3 as Jelinas watches the curveball. Out number 2. Drew Buehler coming to the plate.
Number 17, Drew Buehler.
That's a strike to Buehler. In the dirt, Chambers smothers it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Chambers done a nice job back there behind the plate. Throw over. He's back in time. Runner goes. The throw is safe. O'Hanlon kind of slid over the bag. It was a good throw from Chambers. The second baseman looks like he's coming up too far in front of the bag, and they're able to slide on the backside and beat the tag. And that is hammered into the gap, and it's going to be a 2-out RBI double for Drew Buehler. That's his 3rd RBI of the game. Buehler just keeps getting it done.
Number 27, Zach Voss. Batting number 6, Ben Leader.
Two hits for Buehler. He's 2 for 4. And now Ben Nieder to the plate, takes a big swing and a miss, or fouls it back to the net. Nieder, 1 for 2, single, scored, walked, scored, flew out to center field, and takes the pitch on the elbow, and heading to first base is Nakai Scott coming up.
Number 3, Nakais.
So 2 runners on. That's the strike 1 to Scott. That's the winning run at first base. Scott fouls it out of play. 0-2. It's upstairs. 1-2. Swingings, and it's finished with the throw down to first. The strikeout, 2-3 to finish it. We head to the top of the 7th. Oak Grove's last shot. We'll be right back.
Families and fans. The Missouri State American Legion baseball tournament is truly a community effort, and we're proud to showcase some of the best baseball in Missouri right here in Washington. Thank you for being here. Enjoy the rest of tonight's game, and don't forget to support the businesses that proudly support local American Legion baseball. And once again, stick around for live music between the games and following our 8 p.m. matchup. It's a great opportunity to relax with friends, enjoy a summer evening, and continue.
So there's a lot going on here, folks, as we are finishing off the top of, or getting to the top of this inning. Presented by Kilo Gear. Built with doctor-designed, customizable micro weights that allow you to adjust resistance and train your way. It's a proven system designed to enhance performance while helping protect your joints. Scan the QR code on the screen, use the promo code YBM10, and get started today. All right, I'm watching this. There's a lot going on. Ben Jelinas is heading to the mound. He had called him back, but then sent him back. Wholesale changes. You got Christian Jelinas behind the plate. You have Wyrick at first with Ben Nieder at third. And I am number 13 is at second. I mean, this is a Chinese fire drill right here, folks. That is Lucas Howell at second. Bowman is in right. He had hit earlier. We'll see. Nakai Scott goes back out to center field, and O'Hanlon stays in left. Okay. All right. I think we got all that right. And number 32, Mason Clark. Oh, no. We have a pinch hitter here, number 33. So we got changes all across the board here. Gage Lambert to the plate, hitting for Sharts. And it is lifted into shallow center. Scott coming on, making the catch for out number 1. Now Mason Clark to the plate. It's ball one to Mason Clark. One ball, one strike. That's fouled back away. One ball, two strikes now. Washington trying to finish off their 2-0 pool play. Two balls, two strikes. 9-1. Be a monumental effort for this Oak Grove squad. Jolinas now has gone full. And that is ball four.
Number 27, Jared Hubbard.
And we have another pinch hitter, number 27, hitting for Mason Busher. And that's a strike. Jared Hubbard drives one deep, and Scott can't make the catch over his head. And the throw coming to third, and he's out. So the run scores on the RBI double from Jared Hubbard, who smoked that ball. And they get another run. It's 9-2. Eight, 6-5 if you're scoring at home for out number two. Ethan Peterson to the plate. Two good throws, one from Scott, then to Elbert. It's a good tag there by Ben Nieder. Did a nice job. One ball, one strike to Peterson. Two and one. Three and one. And that is ball four. So another walk. And back to the top of the order, we're going to have Mickey Seymour, who is 0 for 3. Struck out twice, flied out once. It's been kind of a rinse and repeat. Got the first out, a walk, the double, but he was cut down for out number two. Now the walk, and it's ball one. Popped out a foul, out of play. Whew, that was close to some vehicles right there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jelena's trying to finish this game here. Throws over. Remember the nightcap, 8 p.m. St. Genevieve, post 150, taking on the Sedalia Travelers from post 642. Another one just kind of flips foul. 1 and 2. Just staying alive is Seymour. Curveball misses outside. 2 and 2.
Dude, I swear to God, man, if he brings him up outside, I'll foot off the plate again.
Just got a piece of it to stay alive. Grounded to the second baseman. And an out is made. That's the ball game. Washington advances. They're going to be they're going to be in one of the semis. 2-0 in the pool play. Looking really good. 9-1. Want to thank everybody for watching here on Youth Baseball Midwest. My staff, Drew Klutz, our production manager, Lauren Klutz, our social media and information manager, bringing you all the, keeping up to date on the scores, the pictures. Appreciate them. Can't do it without them. Thank you for watching, everybody. We'll be back 8 p.m. for Game 2. Make sure you're back with us. We'll see you shortly.